My name is Aditya Bhattar. I am currently working as a data scientist at Bharti AXA and I specialize in machine learning and business analytics. My day-to-day work mostly involves interacting with the business teams and understanding their analytics needs and how to convert those needs into a data science problem. As the analytics team is fairly new at Bharti AXA, we are getting to work on a lot of new types of projects, and being someone who is relatively new to the data science field, I feel this is a great place for me to work, as it's giving me lots of opportunity to learn and grow. Before that, I was working as an actual analyst at Willis Towers Watson. In 11th-12th, I was studying commerce, and after that I did BCom. And along with BCom, the reason why I chose BCom was I wanted to pursue actual science as a career, and BCom being a relatively light degree, it allows you to pursue something else as well. The reason why I took up actual science is because it's mostly based on probability and statistics, maths, and these are subjects that I like. So that is why I took up actual science. And actual science is very similar to CA, in which you have to clear some number of papers before you get your degree. After that, I started working as an actual analyst at Willis Towers Watson, and I was working there for a period of 3 years. But while I was working there, I found that I wasn't really enjoying the work over there, and I found the work to be very repetitive and very process oriented, where you just have to follow the same process again over and over again. And that is why I started looking at alternative career options. Data science is something that interested me because it's very similar to actual science in that you use data to make certain insights, and you use the data to make all the decisions. And because the data is what it is, the decisions based on that tend to be more accurate. That is when I started to look up data science coaching institutes to see where I can learn the relevant skills required to take up a career in data science. And that is when I heard about Grey Atom. So before joining Grey Atom, I did have a chat with both the career counselor and a former student of theirs to see how good the institute is. And especially for me, coming from a commerce background with no background in coding, I wanted to really know that whether data science is actually a career option for people from not a technical background. I guess they gave me the confidence to you can pursue this career if you are willing to put in the hard work for it, and that really gave me the confidence. So they have a 7-month long course in which they cover all the topics related to data science, so beginning from Python to machine learning algorithms, then natural language processing, and they have their own capstone project and various hackathons as well, which they organize. And the best part I think about Grey Atom is that they have the instructors over there are actually people working as a data scientist, so they are able to give you real world examples, and that is what really stood out for me over there. And they also helped me in getting a job at Bharti AXA, where I'm working today. The skills that I think are necessary for starting as a data scientist are coding skills, understanding of probability and maths, because a lot of the machine learning algorithms that are used are based on maths and probability, so you need to have a good understanding of that. And coding skills, mostly Python is used as a language for solving machine learning algorithms, so Python is one of the preferred languages that are preferred by companies. But you can also think about learning R, Julia or Scala, as these are also used. Apart from that, it's also good to have knowledge of big data technologies like Hadoop, Spark and SQL. Also some form of model deployment skills, so you should be familiar with cloud service providers like AWS, GCP or Azure, as most of the machine learning algorithms that we make are deployed on the cloud for use with the end-to-end user. So these are some of the skills that are required for becoming a data scientist today. For acquiring these skills, I feel that there are a lot of data science institutes that are there currently in the country, as data science is a skill that is becoming increasingly in need for companies. More and more institutes are opening up in and around everywhere. Even when I was looking to get into the field, I had 10 different options available to me. Most of these institutes provide a blend of online and offline learning, and you can choose the institute that is most specific to your needs and requirements. For example, if you are comfortable with online learning, something like Upgrad or Grey Atom could be a good option. Apart from that, I think some colleges are also now providing data science as a specialization in India. If anyone is interested in coding and solving business problems, they can enter the field of data science. It's just that you should be willing to code, as most of your day-to-day work will involve a lot of coding. So people who are willing to code is definitely a good field for them. There's no restriction on what is your prior experience or knowledge. As long as you're willing to take up the skills required, you should be able to make a career in this field. After you have completed your course in data science, you should not expect that the learning stops over there, because in this field there's only one major requirement, and that is that you have to continually upgrade yourself and update your skills, because in the industry new skills and technologies are coming up almost every month, and it is imperative to keep up with these skills and requirements. If you do not keep up with the skills, then you may not even get a job, because all of the companies in India are also up to date with these skills and requirements, and they look for people who are most up to date with all of these skills. So it is important to have a knowledge of it, and important to have the will to continuously learn and grow. Since data science is applied in almost every field, it gives you a lot of options to see like what type of field you're interested in, like marketing or product or insurance, financial services, something like that. And for someone who's experienced, like I can give myself as an example. Like I had 3 years of experience in the insurance industry, and that helped me to get a job as a data scientist in another insurance company. So like being from a particular background, since you have the domain knowledge of that field, it does help you in better understanding the business problems that are related to that field. And I feel that in the end, data science is all about solving business problems, and if you already have a good understanding of those business problems, then you should be able to apply your data science skills to solve those problems even better. As a data scientist, I feel there are a lot of career opportunities available, as every field requires data science because of the proliferation of data that is going on. So like you can move into finance, marketing, insurance. There are also some companies that specialize in providing data science solutions to other companies, so they are like consulting companies for other companies. Apart from that, there are also some unusual or like unique applications of data science, such as maybe for example in the music industry, like people are creating their own music using data science. Even in supermarkets, like they are using data science to send targeted ads to people. So for example, Target did a campaign where they knew when to send you ads for baby products, because they knew that you were about to have a baby, or they knew that you were pregnant. Apart from that, there's this new language called GPT-3, where it basically if you feed it some input, it will give you an output in the form of text. So for example, if you're working on SQL, if you give it a particular SQL command, it will complete the command for you. Or if you give it a topic to write about, it will write a whole newsletter or article for you. And a lot of blogs have recently like tested that out, where people who are like bloggers, they just gave it a topic, and their blog for the day was written by that AI tool and not by them. And like it was really hard to actually differentiate between what the AI has written for them and what they have themselves written. Apart from working as a data scientist in the industry, you can also decide to choose to become a teacher in a coaching institute or an instructor at a college. You can also write blogs on data science, and there are a lot of magazines in India which specifically cater to data science, such as Analytics Vidya, and there's another one called Analytics India, I think. So they regularly hire people who are interested in writing blogs and articles about data science. Apart from that, there are various newsletters as well, which like have a weekly newsletter where they discuss the new topics about data science. So you can even write for them if you choose to. Some of the challenges I feel that I have faced in the data science while learning data science is like the sheer amount of resources that are there for you to learn from. Like if you do not have a proper structure available, it's difficult to decide where to start from and where to end from, because like there's a lot of free resources available on YouTube also, where you can learn A to Z from data science. But for people who are new to the field, it may be difficult to decide like where should I start from learning. Apart from that, there's some challenges that you also face at the workplace, and I guess the most common challenge that people face is in the problem of data collection. Collecting data takes a lot of time, and like 80% of our time is actually spent in collecting data and getting it into the required format before you can apply a machine learning algorithm on it. You have to start discussions with various business teams about where can I get this data, and you are heavily dependent on IT to get you the data as quickly as possible. Data science team is separate from the IT department because the IT department is mostly responsible for one, handling the data, and two, like handling the software and hardware needs of the whole organization, whereas the data science team is more involved in solving business problems, and so they are not considered exactly a part of the IT department, although we are closely related to IT. They have all the data of the company available with them, and like not everyone in the company has access to that data, because as an insurance company a lot of the information that we hold is pretty confidential, because we have policyholder information, so that is pretty confidential. And getting that data from IT sometimes proves to be a huge task, because it's difficult to explain to them why exactly we need this data and why we need that in a particular format, and a lot of to and fro goes on between us and the IT department. So that is one of the challenges that you might face. For someone who wants to get started in the data science field, I feel that the initial financial package that they can expect is something around 5 to 6 lakhs, which is more than what the average engineer gets in India today. And if you specialize in something like natural language processing or computer vision, you can even learn upwards of 10 lakhs as your first salary. Data science is considered to be one of the higher paying fields because it is a specialized skill, and not a lot of people have the required domain knowledge plus coding skills needed for business organizations. Data science industry has moved quite ahead in the last 4 to 5 years. The companies expect you to know everything, like all the new technologies as well, and if you have the knowledge of the new technologies, then you can expect to really get a good package and good financial package. So some other means by which you can earn money while working as a data scientist is starting a channel on YouTube where you're basically explaining data science concepts through videos. So a lot of people have started this, and actually I have also learned a lot of things from YouTube by following certain data scientists who are uploading videos almost every day or even weekly, where they just explain the topic and give you a good understanding. That is also an option available to people who want to pursue this field. And apart from that, you can also start writing blogs. So Medium is a good place to start writing, where you can write for free and you can just write blogs about certain topics that you have learned. I feel that blogging also gives you yourself a better understanding of the topic you have just learned, and if you put it in writing, it gives you a more clear picture of what that algorithm is actually doing. And there are paid opportunities if you want to pursue blogging as well, because there are a lot of magazines in India available specifically for data science, and they do pay for like writing blogs for them. So the things that I love about my job are that, one, you get to solve a lot of new problems, and like there's not a single moment where I have felt that I've done the same thing again and again. I get to interact with every business team in the organization. As a data scientist, you are at the heart of every business problem that is being solved in the organization, and therefore you get to understand what all problems each team is facing, why they are facing this problem, and how you can help them using analytics and data science. So this gives you a better understanding of the business, how it works in and out, and it gives you a better understanding of the whole picture of the business as a whole. So this is one of the things that I do love working as a data scientist. And one of the things that I do not like is the problems that we sometimes face in data collection and data cleaning. Data cleaning is obviously not that attractive and not a fun part of the job, but it is necessary because you have to get the data into the required form before you can apply any type of solution on it. And while it's one of the, I would say, not that interesting parts of the job, it is an essential part of the job. A typical day in my job involves interacting with a certain business team about the problem that they're facing and how we can help them using analytics. So the first thing to understand is how we can help them using analytics, and whether analytics can actually be used in helping them, or they might have to pursue some other type of solution. If we decide that yes, we can help them, then after that we set about collecting the data needed for helping them in the problems. That involves interacting with IT and maybe other teams that may have the data available with them. So that takes up a lot of our time, and most of our project delays actually happen because of this collection part. Once we have the data, we work on the data, get it to the required format, and then apply various algorithms on it to see what is working and what is not working. Then we present our initial findings to the business team, get the feedback, and depending on the feedback we may update our solution or change our solution, and then we present it to the final business team, and that is when they sort of implement our solution in their day-to-day working, and see if, and then we come back to that solution to see if that is actually working by comparing it to maybe prior results. So sometimes it may be the case that what the solution that you're looking for is not achievable because maybe there's data constraints. Like, because we are not that big of an insurance company, we do not actually have that much data available with us. So it may sometimes prove to be problematic, because some solutions require vast amounts of data where you need millions and millions of rows of data, and we simply do not have that. So you might choose to use an external source of data to maybe supplement the source of data that you have, but it is difficult to get external source of data, especially in the insurance industry, because all the data is pretty confidential. At the same time, we have also provided a solution which has led to like a lot of cost cutting for the company. For example, there was a problem that we were working on where we found that the company was sending multiple SMSs to the same person relating to the same update. For example, that they have to pay the policy premium, so that same message was going 12 times to the same person, when in fact it should only go once. And when we implemented our solution, it ensured that we were not sending unwanted SMSs or emails to people. I feel data has always been important in better understanding of the decisions that people are making, but like the real importance of data might have come along with the internet, because when the internet became live, a lot of data became more increasingly available. Like, the amount of data that has become available has grown exponentially over the last 10 to 15 years. Because of this, like, companies started recognizing that they have this gold mine available to them, where the data is telling them what the consumers are doing and like how they should target them. For example, if we think about targeted ads that we see on Facebook or Google, like those targeted ads are so good because these companies have a lot of data available with them, and that is why like they are sort of monopoly in that space where like no one apart from Google or Facebook gets that much advertising revenue, because they have that much data available with them, and that is why a lot of companies choose to do the advertising with these companies. So I feel that is where data really became essential as a commodity, and now every organization is trying to sort of make use of the data that they have to make better business decisions. I feel the future of data would be that where every decision that a company is making is based on some data science that is involved. So like it might not entirely be based on the data science solution, but I feel every decision that a company makes will be driven by data science solutions provided by the data science team or like department. So I do feel that every company in the future will have a dedicated data science team, and they will spend increasingly amount of resources on it, because people who take decisions related to data tend to be more accurate, as has been seen in the past, because the data never lies.
If you found this video helpful, subscribe to our channel for more career videos every week. Leave your comments on careers you would like to watch, and we will try our best to help you find your stride.